Raymond Alexander, Saul Lynx, Whisper, and I were sitting around the conference table in my office at the back of Wren's L Detective Agency. Mostly on Monday mornings, we got together to discuss events in the news. Monday was a good day because the rest of the week you couldn't trust that we'd all be around. At the top of the week, around 9:30, 10 o'clock, my partners would migrate back with paper cups of bitter coffee in hand. For the past couple of months, Ray, also known as Mouse, had shown up for this informal meeting every other week or so. This was an unexpected wrinkle. Saul and Tinsford had once asked me to keep him away from our workplace because Raymond was a career criminal who practiced everything from racketeering to first-degree murder. But that request changed on a Wednesday morning in the late fall of '69. I was out, going around a few SROs in Inglewood looking for a missing husband, while Saul was at Canfield Elementary School because his son, Mo, had gotten into a fight. That morning, as every morning, Niska Redman occupied the reception desk, and Whisper was in his office. Somewhere around 11 o'clock, my friend Mouse dropped by. Niska brought Raymond to L.A.'s best detective's cubbyhole of an office. There she introduced the man who needed no introduction. Weeks later, Whisper told me that he said, "Easy's not here, Mr. Alexander." "I'm not here for him, brother," was the heist man's reply. "It's you need to hear what I got to say." Without even sitting down, Raymond told Whisper that a man named Desmond Devereaux was planning to kill Natalie because he got Dee Dee's brother arrested for a killing in Oxnard. "And how would you know about that?" Whisper was a small man, even smaller than Ray, but he was someone you knew to take seriously. "He sent a guy over to ask me about you." "Why would he ask you?" "Because everybody knows I know Easy, and that's just one step away from you." Tinsford sent Niska home, left messages for me and Saul, and then went out with the deadliest man I knew to take care of business. They were gone for 2.5 days, after which they never spoke about Dee Dee again. I hadn't heard another word about the man anywhere. Ever since then, Raymond had been welcomed into our Monday morning talks. As usual, it was a rollicking conversation. Each of us had a favorite story in the day's newspaper. We laughed at the rumor coming from the Turkish countryside. Some people there thought that the newest flu epidemic was somehow caused by the moon expedition. The U.S. had similar issues with Russian spy satellites. White parents in Mississippi had a sit-in complaining about even just the word integration. But it was Angela Davis and UCLA's attempt to oust her from her teaching position that got Raymond and Tinsford riled. "But," Tinsford complained, "the communists want revolution." "So did Thomas Jefferson." Raymond wielded the name as if it was a weapon. For the past few months, he'd been spending his spare time reading heavy tomes of history about politics and race. But Tinsford had been reading his entire life. "Jefferson was influenced by the French Revolution, not Karl Marx." "Angela was influenced by the Frankfurt School," Raymond said. I knew right then that he was going to be a whole new kind of threat in the coming decade. "What school is that?" Saul asked. "It's these college professor guys from Germany," Mouse said. "This guy, Herb Marcus, something like that, works with them. They want things to change, and Angela does too. That's why the trustee's trying to fire her." "Mr. Rawlins," Niska Redman, our office manager, was standing at the door. "Yeah?" "That woman, Miss Stoller, the one Mrs. Blue wanted you to talk to, she's here." Niska was tallish for a woman at that time, maybe 5'9", and brown like the lighter version of C's caramel candy. She usually tried to be serious because of her job, but you could tell that she was always ready to laugh.